What was the most important statement you wanted to make in this movie?
I wanted to make the movie. And what happens is, if we're lucky, we get ideas that we fall in love with. And then you have the great joy of translating those ideas into a medium, in this case, like into a film. And this is such a great journey, and it's so beautiful. That's the whole point of it, is to get lucky and catch ideas that you fall in love with, and then get to translate them into something, manifest them into something. And that's what it's all about for me.
This is a movie which is difficult to interpret or to understand. Could you elaborate on this?
It's a lot like music. Music, they say, is an abstraction. It is very far away from words. And film is a thing that people, they want to have an easy understanding of a film, whereas with music, they don't have that problem. There's not an intellectual thing going on. It's just an experience. But film has those same elements of just experience. Plus, film can say abstractions that can be intuited. So you use your intuition. And then an understanding comes inside you. And I think people should trust the understanding that comes to them from the experience. Now, it might be hard to take what's inside of you and tell your friend in words what that is. It's like a dream sometimes. You tell your friend a dream, and you can see in the face, they don't understand. The words fail you, but still you know inside. So it's not that difficult to understand if you trust your inner feeling.
Okay.
The ideas come with many threads. So just like in life, sometimes there's laughter in the morning and some crying in the afternoon. You don't know what's going to happen, and it's beautiful to move through different moods and different feelings based on the ideas that come along. And the ideas string themselves into a whole. So there's always a kind of a balance that's, you try to achieve as you move through. Ideas sometimes come into the mind, and this makes me crazy. I don't know where they come from. I don't know where they are. And I recently been talking about ideas as fish. And they are swimming, and once in a while we catch one. And they pop into the conscious mind and explain everything to us. And it's a magical thing, and we'd be nowhere without these, beautiful ideas. Sound and picture moving together in time is a magical thing, and sound does so many things. You can have a scene and introduce the right sounds, and the scene changes before your eyes and ears. A whole nother world opens up, moods sweep in, and those sounds can march us through and indicate so many things as we go. And it's one of the elements that's the most critical to the whole. You don't know everything going in, but you act and react as you go. It's always an experiment. I first try to be true to the ideas, and if I fall in love with the ideas, I always have the hope that others will as well. Sometimes I'm wrong. But that's the main thing. It's not about manipulation. For me, it's about being true to the ideas and then acting and reacting as you go to make it feel correct. Ideas dictate everything. Every story is different. Authors write one book after another. Each story is different, but there's some things they can compare to the others. It's just the way it is. And this is a lot like Mulholland Drive, the road. It has many turns. We've gone through many different variations on the theme to get to where we are now, but I really believe things want to be a certain way. It doesn't matter how many things you have to changes you have to go through, it wants to be a certain way. So this is the way it is, Mulholland Drive. I'm hoping that people enjoy the ride on Mulholland Drive, and I'm hoping that the thing that was spoken about earlier, intuition, kicks in. This machinery we have for sensing something, not necessarily being able to articulate it. Abstractions can exist in cinema, and that's one of the powers of cinema to me.